All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to ipcon. My name is Ryan Dunford, Product Manager here at Miro. I'm joined by my colleague Alex from Splynx. Today we're going to be discussing a revolutionary automative billing system that helps empower ISPs to not just grow their business affordably, but also to deliver better services. But I just wanted to take an opportunity to introduce myself and Alex. Alex, would you like to say a word or two just to say hi?
Hi guys, welcome to this meeting. I hope that will be very interesting for you and you will not lose your time with us.
Cool, thanks Alex. And I just wanted to say, everyone, I'm very happy that everyone has taken the time to join us for what is, if not the greatest online virtual conference that has ever taken place or ever will take place, ipcon. We really want to make sure this session is extremely valuable for you. So we're going to take this 30 minutes and really dive deep into how we can empower you to connect communities. So Alex, we can say goodbye to our webcams and let's get straight on to why we all came down. So Splynx, if you are unaware of this brand, we brought on this brand around about a year ago, essentially because we had a missing link within our repertoire. So we have always prided ourselves on being a supporting limb towards ISPs, empowering them with the latest in IP related equipment, but essentially we were missing one very fundamental part of the ecosystem, and that was a billing software. And fortunately, we came across Alex and his team, who had already made some inroads into the South African market. As you can see, Splynx is not just a startup, they're not just a small brand, they are global, ladies and gentlemen. They have been operating in partnership with over 400 ISPs worldwide. And if anyone wanted to know why you should invest in Splynx, I recommend picking up the phone and speaking to any one of these value-added partners that have a long-standing relationship with the brand and that have found value in its service offering. In terms of the platforms in which Splynx supports, I feel that the reason why this specific brand was so appealing, not just to Miro, but to our customers, is because it integrated with our top tier brands, Microtech, Cambium, Ubiquity, and also in terms of the soft switches, the portal ones, and of course the accounting softwares in terms of PayPal and Stage 1. Splynx is literally your all-in-one ISP framework that's aimed at empowering your ISP to deliver better services and also to grow without breaking the bank, because a lot of the times the more we grow, the more we invest, and eventually cash flow becomes quite a big problem down the line. And that's why having a brand that helps you minimize that risk, lowers your customer acquisition costs, basically means that you want to invest further into this brand. So what can Splynx do for you? Well, if any ISP knows, it's one thing signing up a customer, it's another thing billing him, because essentially once you sign up a customer, that's all the hard work done. After that, you need something autonomous, you need something recurring, and it needs to be flexible so that it can tailor its services through to the respective ISP. We like to say the one size fits all approach, but essentially Splynx fits all, but it's customized and tailored towards the specific ISP needs. Prepaid billing and hotspot, this is appealing to any type of provider that maybe has a network in a public space where there's a fair amount of foot traffic or heavy idle traffic, people just sitting around in waiting rooms and things like that. You can do a prepaid billing and hotspot feature where obviously now traffic that is in your respective Wi-Fi network can obviously access your Wi-Fi, pay you for it, and create that additional revenue stream. As we said earlier, the payment system that Splynx integrates into is all of the top name brands, PayPal, Integrate Pay, Stage 1, and many other credit card processing facilities. Some of the network tools that really helps Splynx establish itself is the Radius management. So the Splynx Radius server is used to perform the administrative and customer tasks. It's easy to use, and it's the preferred billing choice for solutions such as Microtech, Cisco, Ubiquity, and the Juniper platforms. Interestingly enough, the Radius server runs on Linux with advanced features that has enabled it to suit itself to any respective company's size. There is a built-in MikroTik API that allows for further bandwidth management on router OS, including, of course, aggregations, contention, CAP configurations, and FUP. When it comes through to network management, being able to prioritize quality of service, batch provisioning of CPE devices, having your backups, your IP address management, having this all centralized into one cloud managed platform kind of sounds too good to be true, but let me tell you, it is too good to be true, and the truth is Splynx. So in terms of the operations, how can Splynx add value to your company? Well, one of the main value adds that I've personally seen is in the form of the inventory management. So the inventory module in Splynx has optimized itself to support barcode scanners. So what this does is it helps modern telecommunications companies manage thousands of items of stocks without using special management software. So again, you can imagine yourself, you're a small startup ISP. You need to be able to have a partner that is going to help you grow and that wants to almost keep all of the additional features that you need in order to run your organization in-house. So in terms of the billing, in terms of the reoccurring payment schemes, in terms of the inventory management, Splynx capitulates all of this into one very easy to use cloud managed platform. Scheduling in terms of operations. So I think, ladies and gentlemen, the main part that I feel that makes Splynx operate so well is that it does the 80% of your business that takes up 80% of your time. And what that means is that you can now spend 80% more time acquiring new businesses, marketing yourself, developing your services, growing, managing your operational capacity, doing whatever you need to do, and just knowing that in the background, Splynx has got your back. Splynx is doing what it needs to do. It's billing your customers, it's creating the captive portal logins, it's reducing and monitoring your inventory, and it's also helping you do your scheduling. So essentially, if you have any engineers out on site that are needing to do calls, any specific ticketing system, it helps you do the scheduling and the project management behind that. So it offers a full CRM platform, which means that you can handle your leads, your quotes, your project management, your deals, everything within the platform, all managed via the cloud. And obviously, I think last but definitely not least, an advanced ticketing system help desk with email and SMS notifications so that you can log specific tickets internally and then have your engineers deal with them in terms of the schedule behind how you would like to approach those specific queries. All right, so some of the added features that make Splynx so great. It's got a customer portal. So specifically, that is a partner portal that enables customers to basically log into Splynx, have access through to all of the value-added documents, white paper releases, data sheets, and it also gives them an opportunity to speak directly with Splynx. Splynx does have a local agent here, specifically in South Africa. Any type of software updates, API integration, any customized feature that needs to be tailor-made for your specific business, Splynx can assist with. And that is why I've also included my colleague Alex into this presentation, because he's going to tell us a little bit more about the roadmap moving forward. Where's this brand growing? Because as you've seen, year to date, as we stand, over 400 ISPs served worldwide. They have a direction that they want to continue to grow that base. And specifically from what we've just spoken about, everything is designed to help an ISP grow. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the two biggest days of your business is when you start and when you scale. And oftentimes when we scale, there's a mindset that bigger is better and that we need to constantly throw more cash at things. Well, the golden rule is that the more money you throw in, the more likely it's going to succeed. However, Splynx has redesigned that thinking pattern, and it has allowed us to look at our network and say, well, I'm spending a whole bunch of additional payments on features that essentially on the eye are external, but integrated internally into one platform. That's what I want, because oftentimes in terms of training someone, getting them up to scratch, having one dashboard one pane of glass that helps you manage your network, helps you do with your itemized billings, helps you with your customer acquisitions, with your support. It's just going to make your life easier. It's going to help you respond to customers a lot sooner and essentially reduce your turnaround time, because I think, speaking from an end user perspective, because we're all end users, is that the slower our ISP takes to respond to our queries, the sooner we're going to move over to another ISP. Because let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, end users are fickle. I'm a very fickle end user. My speed test is not doing what it's supposed to do. I hook up my service provider and I say, hey, what's going on? So essentially, you want to be able to, as the owner of the infrastructure or owner of the network, you want to be able to have full autonomous control, but you also don't want to be spending 80% of your time managing your entire network. That's what Splynx is for. Is it's supposed to take up the part of your network that is the maintenance and monitoring and managing, and it's essentially saying, I've got this, we can automate most of these processes, we can schedule everything, and then after that, you as the business owner can now focus your attention and energy on new customer acquisitions and growing your network and maybe diversifying your services. So essentially, when it comes to pricing, I don't know if this is easier or if it makes things worse, but there's only one price for Splynx. And even through partnership with Miro, there's one price, and that's dollars. So we work predominantly in dollars, so you can actually look at the Splynx pricing and really get a good estimation of exactly what are the tiers in which we are operating with regards to price. So as you can see, what you need to take into consideration is the size of your network. So through my engagements with Alex, he's come to tell me that a lot of the time what happens is that customers start with a smaller subscription, and then they slowly start building and building and building. But I think what's very important is that you guys need to know exactly what type of cost per customer you are going to expect, because essentially, if everything goes well, your network's going to continue to grow. You're going to start acquiring new customers, not just weekly, but hopefully daily. And essentially, you need to know from the infrastructure that you own or are reselling, how many subscribers can I put on there without the network taking strain? Do I need to contend the network now, or do I need to start expanding the network, upgrading my wireless capacity or fiber capacity as to accommodate these specific subscribers? What we will do in the coming future is that we will have a Splynx calculator, ladies and gentlemen. I know everyone's been asking for it. I get emails day in and day out. The Splynx calculator is coming, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going to be visible on our website, and all of our sales team are going to have it. And our sales team are super pumped up about Splynx because we finally have billing. I think it was that one catalyst within our product range that unfortunately didn't help us complete the full circle and become that end-to-end ISP provider that you all know and love so dearly. So if anyone wants to find out some more information, we have got all the information regarding Splynx. You can access them directly. However, the benefit of using Miro as your value-added partner with Splynx is that you get a discount. So ideally, that would be the most beneficial way for a new customer to engage with Splynx, is to rather engage with myself, Ryan, or any one of our sales team and say, hey, listen, guys, you got a project coming up, or you wanted to find out some more information about Splynx. We will then put you in line with the right people at Splynx. And because we are value-added partners of Splynx, we get top priority. So should you request registration or you would like some more information on Splynx, please pass it through us. Any Splynx purchase, as long as it's going through your value-added partner Miro, you're going to get 10% discount, which again, you know, why not? Why can't we just find more avenues in which we can save cash without, you know, suffering through decreases in quality? And that's essentially what Miro and Splynx have managed to do, is we partnered up to be able to take Splynx through to our customers and our customers through to Splynx. We're a team. All right, so when it comes through to ordering, this is not a live page. So if you're trying to click on it, it's probably not going to work. It's a young screenshot. But essentially, ladies and gentlemen, is that what we'll do after this ipcon is that I'm very grateful to everyone that has entered into this meeting and engaged with us. What we're going to do is we're going to send you this registration page. As you can see, it's very simple. It's very lean. And it's straight to the point. We want to know your name, your email, your company name, what your website is so that we can obviously confirm that you are a legitimate business. And of course, phone number, what is your desired network size? And then you can subscribe to the newsletter for more additional reading if you want. But essentially, ladies and gentlemen, that's all that we need in order for us to know that you are serious about Splynx, because Splynx is a very serious product for a serious service provider. And for any startup that's looking at optimizing their network flow, they need to consider how will they bill, how can they automate most of the processes, the administrative processes within their organization, how can they autonomize that without breaking the bank? And that's why you should engage with us regarding Splynx. Sending this out through to everyone that has joined us in the meeting. We've had great attendance today, about 50 participants as well. When it comes through to a live demo, we obviously, and I said, portal for you to have access, and because from what we've seen, so as into software distribution, and from our perspective, the major differences is that, you know what I mean, the specs are fixed. CPU size is this big, it's RAM fixed hardware. When it comes to software, you gotta take it for a spin. You gotta take it around 14 days. No, one more day. One more day is gonna make the big difference between.
Ryan, I think that we are losing your voice, because here my guys wrote me that it looks like something is getting worse with connection. Can you please, people, confirm on the chat that you do not hear Ryan?
Alex?
Yes.
Sorry, I don't know what happened. There's a break in the network.
Yeah, something is happening with your voice.
I am back. Don't worry about it. Thank you for everyone that took notice of the fact that I was missing. Very kind of everyone. I just want to make sure that I don't have to put my phones on here. How is the sound? Can everyone hear? Busa, Lesedi, Curtis, are we back up and running? Okay,
Yeah.
Craig says better. Stuart says it's
Back.
And slightly my face. And let us continue. So where I was is that Splynx offers a 15-day free trial. I really want to motivate as many service providers the opportunity for this free trial, because essentially there's no hold bars, there's no contingencies. What you need to do is that you need to prove this system to yourself. You need to take Splynx, you need to put it on your network, you need to be shown how to take it for a spin, and then you need to go. You need to drive it, and you get 2 weeks. 2 weeks to make up your mind and say, okay, I can see the value behind this product. I can see how it can integrate so seamlessly with my accounting software, with my inventory management. I can really see how this is going to help me become a better service provider, because essentially, ladies and gentlemen, it all comes down to customer satisfaction. It doesn't matter what products you're using. It all comes down to how happy your customers are. And that's what Splynx does. Splynx helps create a better customer experience for ISPs, which leads to more retentions and more customer acquisitions, because when your customers are happy, they go and brag about you behind your back. It's the only type of behind back talking you actually want, because everyone gets around together. I do it. I know my friends do it. My parents do it. And we talk about our our network, excuse me, talk about our service provider. And let me tell you, if we have an issue with our internet and we can log a ticket and, you know, the service provider responds very fast and appropriately, you know, we realize and we acknowledge the fact that they actually do care, because that's what we want. We want our service providers to care about their customers, and in doing so, help us create a better user experience for the home and business use. So I think that brings me to the end of my spiel. I just wanted to bring everyone's attention to this very attractive looking barcode. It's probably the best barcode you'll see all day, if not ever. Now, what this barcode does is that it puts you into contention for the greatest gift ever. It's a Take-A-Lot voucher. And essentially what this gift will do, it will help you choose what you want on Take-A-Lot and give you the opportunity to buy whatever you like. But you got to make sure you get this barcode, and you got to make sure that you scan it. I see that we are running very well for time. I'm now going to pass over for closing words through to my colleague, Alex. I will be answering everyone's questions. So Alex, if you wouldn't mind taking it away, I will interrupt you to ask some questions, but please feel free to take it away. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. It was great. I like your presentation. It's a pleasure working with you. I would like to show quickly, let's say in 5, maximum 10 minutes, how Splynx can really help you in terms of connecting new customers. And I will share a new version that will be available in September. And I see that there are some customers of Splynx already participating in this event, so they will see what are the changes comparing to the old version. Ryan, can I share the screen, please? Because it doesn't allow me to share. It says that another attendee is sharing. Yes, so.
All right, Alex.
Yes, yes, yes. I will share it now. So this, what I wanted to show is how to process when the new customer is coming and he says, I want to connect to your network, how we do it in Splynx, what is the workflow? And this workflow I want to show in like 5 minutes, so you understand what is the platform about. Can you confirm, please, that you can see my screen?
Confirmed.
Yes, great. Great, so this is my Splynx administrative login. So for existing Splynx customers, you see that we changed it a bit. And so I will log in as an administrator now there. Of course, we have two-factor authentication, which can be enabled, and I recommend always to use it because it's a super secure way how to work with all these online platforms. And this is my Splynx. Okay, this is my dashboard. And what I want to show you is how we can connect or how we can onboard a new client. So the customer, when he comes, of course, we can add the customer to the CRM manually, or we can do the form. The form can be a simple form like this one. So this is the form that I have created in Splynx, and it's very, very easy to create the same form and put it to your existing website. How to do that? I just go to my config, and then we have a sign-up form. So this is the first thing that can help you a lot. You fill in the values that you want to display in the form. You name them in the same certain way, and you select people who will receive notification when the new lead is coming and when he fills in the form. You copy this stuff here. You see it's a JavaScript, so you just copy and paste it to your WordPress or to your HTML that you have on your website. So I pasted it as a page here on our Splynx website as a test sign up. And that's what your customer will see. So the customer comes and he says, okay, I want to be Ryan. This is my first name, last name, and this is my email, and this is my phone number. So this, I defined in my form what I want to show. It will be Kudu Street, Rudy port, for example, and I want to connect to 50 meg fiber. So this is the plan that is available for me. Then if we have this capture, this can be disabled, but let's leave it to prevent, and I agree with the terms and conditions, so we can display the terms and conditions, but this is the form that Splynx generated for internet provider. Internet provider added this form to his website, and that's what the customer sees. So customer immediately is in touch with you from your website. This, you can use this form, or we can customize the form, and you can have your own advanced form connected with the coverage maps. That was one question that I see already in chat. Or you can just use RocketNet. I think this is our customer, very nice sign up form. So they have a coverage and they have a sign up form, and you see that the sign up is quite advanced. So they designed their own sign up form and connected to Splynx via API. Because we have API available, you can push all your leads there through your form. You can connect also tower coverage tool to make a coverage, and they have a special tool, their own tool, but this is the way. So the easiest way is to create this form and get your customers immediately here on the CRM. So we have a CRM and we have customer list. You can see the difference is that CRM are people who are not paying yet, and the customers are people who we are billing and sending them invoices. So here you can see that the Ryan and the activity was created, and immediately the quote for the tariff plan was created for him automatically. So when I click on that potential, his name, Ryan, and here is an administrator or it's a salesperson who is responsible for this client right now. So it's Alex, and I can define a different one. And there is a deal value. So for example, I say that this customer should pay me 5,000 rand monthly. So then I can set up this deal value to that. And you can see that I have my stages of the lead, so of the person who wants to connect. So I have all information about communication with this person in one platform. We can communicate with him using tickets, and automatically we connect to emails, and we grab the emails, we analyze what is inside, and we assign it to customers, and we are creating tickets. So tickets are very advanced here. Also, there is a communication, which means that we can connect to email of salesperson and grab emails via IMAP. So it's customer can get tickets, but also we can have all his communication available here on the widget. And we are planning to add voice calls there. So we'll have integration with the voice platforms to store all incoming and outgoing calls from there. So but that is a lead. So he wants to connect. Let's go quickly. Let's check what will be the flow. So we got the quote that we created for these clients for selected plan that he had chosen. I can check what is inside. So you can see there is a 50 meg and there is a price, 3,000 rand without VAT. And I can send it to the customer for his information, or it can be sent automatically to him. The next step, we need to go through our stages of connection. Some internet providers, they need to qualify if the customer has a coverage. So that's why we have a qualification stage here. So we can click the qualification stage, and we can ask our technical department. So I'm creating a task, and I go to scheduling. You can see it here, and I can say this customer, let's not connect him, but let's make a site survey. So that's the first step. And I choose site survey project and create this task. When I create this task, the project manager will see that there is one new customer that we need to make a site survey for him. Okay, and then he can see all projects under his project site surveys, and this is the list of projects that he needs to do. Also, he can change the view and see there is a site survey new in to-do list, and then he can assign it to the person who does it. Or if you do not have a project manager, just technician can log in here and see, okay, I have so new to-do tasks that I need to check, that I need to do, and I'm going to plan them. So he can plan it, or the project manager can plan it for him. So he goes to calendar, and there is a task in the backlog saying site survey. So I can go to my calendar, I see there is a Thursday, free time for this person, drag and drop it here, say, okay, so that will be your task, and assignee is Alex. That's all. we have a mobile app for scheduling, and all administrators will receive notifications. I will, as a salesperson, I will see that this task for site survival was created here, and when it changes or when it's closed, I also receive that. So then let's say that the task was done. When the task was done, I get a notification saying that the task was done, and I can go and continue working with this client. And then I go to connection, and I create another task for another team or another person that will go to connect the client. So the same way I go create task. When customer is connected.
Sorry, Alex.
Yeah.
Alex, I hate to interrupt, but we've only got 1 minute left. So do you want to wrap it up?
Yeah. Yeah. When the task was created and customer was won and connected, I can just convert him. And when I convert him, he becomes a paying client. I continue, and then I define all the things about his services, about his PPPoE stuff. And now he is my client, paying client with the first invoice, and he can pay via net cash, via pay fast or bank transfers, and that's all. So we have connected the customer this way, and all our departments communicated and worked in the one platform, and I have all history about what happened with this client. Oh, that's all from my side.
All right, thank you very much, Alex. I hate to interrupt you when you're giving a Splynx demonstration. It's one of the more exciting demos that I ever get to see. But I think, ladies and gentlemen, what's important about this is that we need to further on our discussion regarding Splynx. So there's 45 to 50 people within this specific webinar that have shown interest. We will engage with absolutely all of you. Perhaps what we'll do is Alex and myself will set up an independent Splynx webinar session, longer than 30 minutes, maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours, where we can actually go a bit further into the demonstration and perhaps answer your guys' questions in a bit more in length. But unfortunately, we're going to have to close this session because we've got another one coming up. But thank you, Alex, for joining. I really, really appreciate it, and I'm sure everyone else in the webinar has as well. Thank you for joining us, and we'll chat to you soon.
Thank you, Ryan.